the action sequences. This came...
Holy shit.
Time is impeccable. Timing is impeccable.
Thank you, audio engineer.
Yeah, I mean, everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Even at a cool 2 hours and 43 minutes, Christ almighty.
Yeah,
it took me 2 days to watch that movie. For real.
Oh my goodness. And I guess we should have a little shout out to Maurice Binder, because he is the person who designed that gun barrel opening at the beginning of every Bond movie. Did it first for Dr. No, and it was kind of a last minute thing, as he decided that he was going to point a pinhole camera through a real gun barrel. And Zach, you asked who was that in the beginning of Dr. No, because it was not Sean Connery. It was some
old
stuntman named Bob Simmons.
But then it also makes you wonder, like, who is he, like, in the context of the film? I mean, obviously just nobody, just a man,
just a
but
stuntman.
Kind of bizarre thinking of that, just iconic as it's always James Bond, you know. I thought, like, oh, is it his the guy he's replacing, which it turned out not to be, obviously.
Yeah, wasn't that thought out?
Maybe it was because it was so last minute. They're like, oh, we need to get someone here to stand here as James Bond, but it's not really Sean Connery because he wasn't available.
Yeah,
that's exactly what it was.
He's busy.
Oh, so I'm right.
He was busy. What was he busy doing? Okay, hold on. Listen, Sean Connery.
With men than women.
Years ago, you did an interview, which may come back to haunt you. You know what I'm going to say, right?
No.
Okay. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand.
What a nice guy.
Yeah. Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good. I
think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it merits it. Yeah.
I don't know, Sean. I don't think that stood the test of time there, buddy.
He says sometimes you got to tell him twice.
It's not funny, but it's so funny that he got
Isn't that a Bond movie? Sometimes you have to tell them twice.
Might as well be.
I mean, God, I remember when that came. That was so wild when that came out. I remember, like, it was the lead into the Barbara Walters special. They're like, Sean Connery says it's okay to slap a woman, and I'm like, what? You know, he says when you don't get the last word and they want the last word and they won't end it, sometimes you just have to. And then he goes, like, he doubles down and says something at the end, like maybe some of them. Oh, he says she says you're gonna get a lot of emails, and he goes, I'll probably get some females as well. Like, oh God.
Like, it took all of the sexiness out of Sean Connery. It was just like a balloon deflating. So sad, because this is the first time I'd ever heard that interview. Is when you guys showed it to me over last week when we watched all those the films. I was so sad.
What year was that interview?
Oh,
was it in the 80s?
It must have been it must have been in the 80s. Barbara Walters.
Yeah.
When it was okay to hit women.
Yeah, even back then, she was like, yeah, no, still not okay.
Barbara Walters is kind of like, she's ferocious. I would not want to piss her off.
Yeah,